Hey folks, welcome to another one. Camillus pocket knife here that's kind of beat up, to be honest. Um, it looks like the handles are shrinking here a bunch, so you can see the liners. Liners and bolsters appear to be steel, and on this side as well, it looks like the handles are shrinking down a bit as well. Whoever owned this, my grandfather or somebody, looks like they tried to engrave it a bit. It's kind of interesting. To me, it looks like this says SAD on it, SAD, on these springs. So somebody had an engraver and did something like that. Not sure what that's all about. And then on the blade, it also looks like somebody engraved the word name George on it. So it's a little bit weird. My grandfather's first name was George, so I did not know my grandfather to engrave things, and I don't. It kind of gets weirded me out because did my grandfather engrave George and Sad on there? I don't know. That seems kind of odd. And it also does seem very uncharacteristic of my very traditionally staid grandfather who did not show emotion very much. So there you go. Other than that, it is still kind of beat up a bit. There's a chunk out of the edge here on the side, and it kind of looks like maybe something started to engrave something there. There's your tang stamp. And it does have tarnishing and that kind of stuff. The tarnishing and the pitting are just kind of normal, and to me don't really detract from these old pocket knives. Just that funny engraving is something. It opens pretty good, and I believe it has a good snap. Yeah, I think this sheep's foot blade is kind of the weakest of the snaps. Looks like it's sharpened down a bunch to me, and there's some pretty good wobble in there for that one. And I think these blades are kind of crossing not well, because if I just let it close, the sheep's foot will cover the nail nick of the pen blade. So I believe they're kind of bent or something. But they do snap, and you gotta kind of push that over so that the pen blade will close properly, and then they kind of rub up against each other, and I believe that's how it's supposed to be, so you can get to the nail nick through this little indentation. But the blades do snap on here, so just kind of a beat up guy that has sort of a weird backstory or something about it. Does look like it's sharpened down a bit, and it's got the usual tarnishing and everything. So yeah, that tang stamp, that 4-line tang stamp, it looks like this was made sometime in the 30s or 40s. They were using that till mid 40s. With everything being steel like this, I'm willing to bet that it was made during World War II. So it was a nice cattle knife from Camillus. Just seems like it's kind of been abused a bit, which makes me a little sad. So there you go. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you relatively enjoyed it, or at least found it interesting. And see you on the next pocket knife. Thanks for watching.